As we age, our bodies go through countless changes, some expected, and some that catch us completely off guard. One of the most overlooked yet most dangerous changes is poor circulation. You may notice your legs feeling colder than usual, your feet swelling more often, or even sharp cramps when you try to walk a few steps. Many seniors dismiss these symptoms as just getting older, but the truth is, they're warning signs that your arteries may be getting clogged. And when blood doesn't flow freely to your legs, it's not just your mobility that suffers, your heart and brain are also at risk. But here's the encouraging part: nature has powerful tools to help. Scientists are now uncovering that some foods are not just nutritious but truly medicinal. And among them, one fruit stands out as a natural protector for your arteries, especially in the legs. This fruit doesn't just mask symptoms, it goes to work inside your body, helping clear blockages, improving blood flow, and protecting against dangerous complications like stroke or heart attack. In today's video, we're going to reveal exactly what that fruit is, why it's so effective, and how seniors over 60 can use it to restore healthy circulation. I'll also share how much you should eat, the best time to have it, and which foods you need to avoid combining it with so you can get the maximum benefits. The best part? This isn't some exotic superfood that's impossible to find. It's affordable, delicious, and available in almost every grocery store. So if you've ever struggled with tired legs, slow-healing wounds, or simply want to protect your arteries as you age, this information is for you. The choices you make today can determine how strong you walk tomorrow. And by adding this one fruit to your daily routine, you could be giving your legs and your heart a second chance at health. Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn could be the simplest yet most powerful step you take toward living longer, walking stronger, and enjoying life without the limits of poor circulation. Imagine this: you're out for a simple walk, maybe to the park or just around your home. After only a few steps, your legs start to feel heavy, almost like they're weighed down with sandbags. A burning cramp creeps into your calves, and you're forced to stop and catch your breath. You try to shake it off, but the pain comes back again and again. For millions of seniors, this isn't just a bad day, it's daily life. And while many think it's just part of aging, the truth is far more serious. That pain and poor circulation are often red flags that your arteries are narrowing and blood isn't reaching your legs the way it should. Now here's the shocking part: the very same problem in your leg arteries is happening in your heart and brain too. That means the discomfort in your calves could also be a warning of something much bigger: an increased risk of heart attack or stroke. And yet, many people simply ignore it. They keep living with cold feet, tingling legs, and swelling ankles, not realizing their bodies are desperately asking for help. But here's where hope comes in. What if I told you that one single fruit, yes, just one, has been shown in multiple studies to help fight clogged arteries, restore circulation, and even give seniors back their strength and stamina? Not a new drug, not an expensive treatment, but a natural food that has been used for centuries and is now confirmed by modern science to be one of the best defenders of artery health. This fruit has unique compounds that can reduce dangerous plaque buildup, help your blood flow more freely, and protect your heart at the same time. And it's not rare or hard to find, it's something you can easily add to your kitchen and your daily routine starting today. So before you give up on walking without pain, before you accept poor circulation as just getting old, stay with me. Because in this video, I'm going to reveal exactly what this fruit is, why it works, and how you can use it the right way to keep your legs strong, your arteries clear, and your heart protected. As the years go by, many seniors begin to notice changes in their bodies that they never had to think about before. Climbing a flight of stairs feels harder, your legs tire more quickly, or your feet seem colder no matter how many socks you wear. While these changes may feel sudden, the truth is they're the result of a slow process happening inside your arteries, one that begins decades earlier but shows up most clearly after 60. So why does circulation weaken with age? Let's break it down in simple terms. Think of your arteries as highways that carry blood from your heart to every part of your body. In your younger years, these highways are wide, smooth, and flexible. Blood flows easily, carrying oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, brain, and legs. But over time, little by little, traffic jams start forming. These jams are caused by plaque, sticky deposits made up of cholesterol, fat, and calcium, that attach to the inner walls of your arteries. Now, a little bit of plaque may not sound like a big deal, but the problem is that it builds up slowly and silently. By the time you reach your 60s, those once clear highways can look more like narrow, bumpy roads. Blood has to fight its way through, and that's when symptoms start showing up. Your legs may cramp when you walk, your feet might feel numb or cold, or you may notice swelling around the ankles. These are all signs that your circulation is struggling. Another big reason circulation weakens after 60 is that arteries naturally lose their flexibility. When you're young, your arteries expand and contract easily, adjusting to your body's needs. But as you age, they stiffen. This stiffness, often called arteriosclerosis, makes it harder for blood to move smoothly. Imagine trying to push water through a stiff, brittle hose instead of a flexible one. The flow just isn't the same. Health conditions that become more common with age also play a role. High blood pressure damages artery walls over time, making it easier for plaque to stick. Diabetes thickens the blood and harms the small blood vessels in your legs and feet, reducing circulation even more. High cholesterol gives your arteries more building material for plaque, and smoking, whether current or past, adds another layer of damage. It's like adding fuel to the fire. Let's not forget gravity. Your heart has to work against gravity to pump blood down to your legs and then back up again. When your heart is strong and your arteries are healthy, this isn't a problem. But after 60, the heart may not pump as forcefully, and narrowed arteries make the journey even harder. That's why circulation issues tend to show up in the legs first. They're the farthest point from your heart and the hardest place to reach. Lifestyle changes also play a huge role. Many seniors become less active with age. Sitting for long periods weakens leg muscles, which actually help pump blood back toward the heart. Without that extra muscle action, blood tends to pool in the lower legs, causing swelling, heaviness, and fatigue. Add in dehydration, something seniors often overlook, and your blood can literally become thicker, making circulation even slower. The result of all these changes? Seniors face a much higher risk of peripheral artery disease, blood clots, varicose veins, and even serious complications like stroke or heart attack. And the scariest part is that circulation problems often start silently, without dramatic symptoms, until the damage is already well advanced. But here's the good news: just because circulation weakens naturally with age doesn't mean it can't be improved. The body is incredibly resilient. With the right foods, habits, and daily practices, seniors can protect their arteries, improve blood flow, and regain energy and strength in their legs. One of the simplest and most effective steps: adding the right fruit into your diet, the very fruit we're going to reveal in this video. So if you've noticed your legs feeling heavy, your feet colder than usual, or you just don't have the same stamina you once did, don't ignore it. These aren't just random signs of aging. They're your body's way of saying, pay attention. Your circulation needs help. And that's exactly what we're going to focus on today: how one simple fruit can give your arteries the support they need to keep you moving, walking, and living strong well past 60. When most people think about clogged arteries, they immediately picture the heart. And while heart blockages are extremely dangerous, what many don't realize is that clogged leg arteries can be just as life-threatening. In fact, poor circulation in the legs is often the first visible sign that your whole cardiovascular system is in trouble. This condition is known as peripheral artery disease, or PAD for short. PAD happens when plaque, made of cholesterol, fat, and calcium, builds up inside the arteries that carry blood to your legs. Over time, those arteries become narrower and stiffer, leaving less room for blood to flow. And when blood can't get to your muscles, tissues, and skin, the results can be devastating. The most common symptom of PAD is something called claudication. That's the cramping or burning pain in your calves or thighs when you walk. At first, it might only happen after walking long distances, but as the arteries continue to narrow, it can strike after just a few steps. Eventually, some people feel pain even when sitting or lying down. That's because their legs aren't getting enough oxygen even at rest. But PAD doesn't stop at pain. Because circulation is reduced, your body has a harder time delivering nutrients and oxygen to heal wounds. A small cut on the foot or leg that would normally heal in a week might drag on for months. These slow-healing wounds are not just frustrating, they can become infected. In severe cases, poor circulation can lead to ulcers, gangrene, and even amputation. Yes, you heard that right. Millions of seniors worldwide lose their legs every year because circulation problems were ignored for too long. And here's the part that's truly alarming: PAD is not just about the legs. The same plaque clogging those leg arteries is almost always clogging other arteries too, especially the ones in your heart and brain. That means if you have PAD, your risk of heart attack and stroke skyrockets. In fact, studies show that seniors with PAD are 2 to 4 times more likely to die from cardiovascular causes than those without it. Think about that for a moment. What starts as cold feet or leg cramps can be a flashing red warning light for your entire body. Ignoring it could mean missing the chance to prevent a life-threatening event. There's also the impact on independence and quality of life. Seniors with PAD often find themselves cutting back on daily activities. Walks to the store become exhausting. Playing with grandchildren feels impossible. Even climbing stairs becomes a challenge. This loss of mobility leads to less physical activity, which then worsens circulation even further, a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. On top of that, poor circulation takes a mental toll. Many seniors report feeling anxious, frustrated, or even depressed because their bodies no longer do what they want them to do. It's not just about health, it's about dignity, freedom, and the ability to live life fully. But here's the empowering truth: it doesn't have to end this way. Even if your arteries have already started to clog, there are steps you can take to slow the process, improve blood flow, and protect yourself from complications. Doctors often recommend medication or even surgery in severe cases, but before reaching that point, there are powerful natural options available. And that's exactly what we're talking about in this video. One particular fruit, backed by science and history, has shown remarkable ability to protect artery health, reduce plaque, and support circulation. And for seniors, this could be a game changer, not just for the legs, but for the heart and brain as well. So let's explore the discovery of this incredible fruit and why it may be the single most important food you can add to your diet after 60. Throughout history, cultures around the world have searched for natural remedies to keep the body strong and the blood flowing freely. Some used herbs, others turned to spices, and many looked to fruits for healing. Among all of them, one fruit has consistently stood out for its remarkable health benefits, especially for circulation: the pomegranate. The pomegranate isn't just another fruit. For thousands of years, it has been a symbol of life, vitality, and longevity in ancient medicine. In Greek mythology, it was called the fruit of the underworld, representing rebirth. In Ayurveda, the traditional Indian system of medicine, pomegranate has been praised for supporting the heart and blood vessels. Even in the Middle East, it was considered a divine fruit for its ability to restore strength and health. But this isn't just folklore or tradition. Modern science has caught up, and researchers have discovered that pomegranate is uniquely powerful when it comes to protecting arteries. Unlike other fruits that offer general vitamins and fiber, pomegranate contains rare plant compounds that directly target artery health. One of its most important compounds is punicalagin, a type of antioxidant found almost exclusively in pomegranates. Antioxidants are like the body's natural defense team, fighting off oxidative stress, the very process that makes cholesterol stick to artery walls. By reducing oxidative stress, pomegranate helps prevent plaque from forming in the first place. Even more exciting, studies show that pomegranate doesn't just slow down plaque buildup, it can actually help reverse it. Research published in medical journals has shown that seniors who regularly consumed pomegranate juice experienced reduced arterial plaque thickness, improved blood flow, and lower blood pressure. In other words, their arteries literally became healthier over time. For seniors struggling with leg circulation, this discovery is a ray of hope. Instead of simply managing symptoms with medication, nature offers a fruit that goes to the root cause, helping arteries stay flexible, open, and clear. So the question isn't, does pomegranate work? Science already shows that it does. The real question is, how does it work inside your body, and how can you use it correctly to get the maximum benefit? That's exactly what we'll explore next. So, we now know the fruit we're talking about is pomegranate. But how exactly does this fruit work inside your body to protect your arteries and boost circulation, especially in seniors? Let's break it down step by step, in simple language, without the confusing medical jargon. First, let's talk about antioxidants. You've probably heard the word before, but what do they really do? Think of your arteries like shiny metal pipes. Over time, just like metal rusts when exposed to oxygen, your arteries can rust from the inside because of something called oxidative stress. This oxidative stress makes cholesterol particles sticky, causing them to cling to your artery walls and form plaque. Here's where pomegranate comes in. Pomegranate is loaded with unique antioxidants, especially one called punicalagin, a compound almost never found in other foods. Punicalagin acts like a shield inside your arteries. It prevents cholesterol from oxidizing, which means it stops that sticky buildup before it even starts. This makes it harder for plaque to form, and easier for your blood to flow smoothly. But that's not all. Studies show pomegranate can actually reduce existing plaque. In a clinical study published in the journal Atherosclerosis, patients who consumed pomegranate juice daily for 1 year saw a reduction of up to 30% in arterial plaque thickness. Let that sink in. 30% cleaner arteries in just 1 year, simply by drinking juice from a fruit. That's something most prescription drugs can't even achieve. Another way pomegranate helps is by boosting nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is a natural gas your body makes to help relax and widen blood vessels. When your arteries are wide open, blood can flow more freely, delivering oxygen to your legs, heart, and brain. Unfortunately, nitric oxide levels decrease with age, which is one reason seniors struggle with poor circulation. But research shows that pomegranate naturally increases nitric oxide, essentially unlocking your arteries so blood can move with less resistance. Let's also talk about cholesterol. Pomegranate doesn't just fight plaque, it balances your cholesterol levels too. It lowers LDL cholesterol, that's the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries, and raises HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol that helps clean up your arteries. This 1-2 punch makes it much harder for new blockages to form. Inflammation is another silent culprit in artery disease. When your artery walls are inflamed, they become more vulnerable to plaque buildup. Pomegranate contains anti-inflammatory compounds that soothe your blood vessels, reduce swelling, and create a healthier environment for blood flow. Now, let's connect all this to circulation in the legs. Seniors with peripheral artery disease often suffer from calf pain, cramps, or numbness because their arteries are narrowed and oxygen can't reach their muscles. By lowering plaque, widening arteries, and boosting oxygen delivery, pomegranate directly eases these symptoms. It allows seniors to walk farther, with less pain, and with more confidence. There's even research on blood pressure. In one study, participants who drank pomegranate juice daily saw their systolic blood pressure, that's the top number, drop by up to 12%. That's significant, because high blood pressure is one of the biggest risk factors for strokes and heart attacks. By naturally lowering pressure, pomegranate eases the strain on your heart and prevents further artery damage. What makes pomegranate especially exciting is that its effects are holistic. It doesn't just target one problem, it improves multiple risk factors at the same time: plaque, cholesterol, inflammation, nitric oxide, and blood pressure. This multi-target approach is why so many scientists call it a superfruit for the arteries. And the beauty of it all? Pomegranate works gently, without the harsh side effects of many medications. Of course, it's not a substitute for medical treatment if you have severe artery disease, but it can be a powerful addition to your daily routine that supports your body naturally. Let me simplify this with an analogy. Imagine your arteries are a highway. Over time, cars, cholesterol and fats crash and pile up, causing traffic jams, plaque. The road becomes narrow, traffic slows, and accidents keep happening. What does pomegranate do? It acts like a cleanup crew, removing old wrecks, reducing plaque, preventing new accidents, stopping oxidative stress, widening the lanes, boosting nitric oxide, and keeping the road smooth, reducing inflammation. The result is smoother, faster, safer traffic, just like smoother, stronger circulation in your body. For seniors, that means less cramping, more energy, lower risk of stroke, and a better quality of life. And the best part? You don't need a prescription to get these benefits. You just need to make pomegranate a consistent part of your diet. So now that we know the powerful science behind this fruit, let's move from theory to reality. What does this look like in everyday life? How have real seniors benefited from using pomegranate to improve their circulation? That's exactly what we'll explore in the next section. Science is powerful, but nothing speaks louder than real stories. Let's look at how seniors just like you have experienced the benefits of pomegranate in their daily lives. Take the story of Mr. Thompson, a 72-year-old retired teacher. For years, he struggled with pain in his calves whenever he walked more than a block. His doctor diagnosed him with peripheral artery disease, a condition where plaque buildup narrows the arteries in the legs. Medications helped a little, but the cramps and fatigue persisted. At the suggestion of a nutritionist, he began drinking a small glass of pomegranate juice every morning with breakfast. Within 3 months, Mr. Thompson noticed something remarkable: his walking distance nearly doubled. Instead of stopping every few minutes to rest, he could enjoy long strolls in the park again. His doctor later confirmed that his blood pressure had dropped, and his cholesterol profile had improved. Then there's Mrs. Rodriguez, 68 years old, who had been dealing with poor circulation that left her feet cold and numb most nights. She worried constantly about her risk of heart problems, especially since her father had passed away from a stroke. A friend introduced her to pomegranate, not in juice form, but as fresh seeds sprinkled over her morning oatmeal. Slowly but surely, she noticed her feet felt warmer, her energy improved, and her evening walks with her husband became easier. For her, pomegranate wasn't just food, it was peace of mind. Even in clinical research, stories like these come alive. In one well-documented study, patients with clogged arteries who consumed pomegranate daily didn't just improve their numbers on paper. They reported feeling stronger, walking longer without pain, and regaining confidence in their everyday activities. The beauty of these stories is that they're not isolated miracles. They're the natural result of what happens when you give your body the tools it needs to heal itself. Pomegranate doesn't work overnight like a pain pill, but over weeks and months, it quietly restores circulation, rebuilds artery health, and allows seniors to regain freedom in their movement. Imagine being able to walk without cramps, sleep without icy feet, and enjoy life with less worry about what your arteries are doing. That's the promise this one fruit holds. Knowing that pomegranate can clear arteries and improve circulation is one thing, but the real question is how seniors can actually use it in daily life. The answer is simple: it's not about eating large amounts once in a while, but about adding it consistently in small, smart ways that your body can use every single day. The most natural option is to eat the fresh seeds. Each little aril is a pocket of antioxidants, fiber, and vitamins that your body needs to fight inflammation and prevent plaque from building inside the arteries. For most seniors, about half a cup to 1 cup of seeds daily is enough to make a difference. These can be enjoyed by sprinkling them over oatmeal in the morning, adding them to yogurt, tossing them into salads, or simply eating them by the spoonful. For anyone who has dental problems or trouble chewing, blending the seeds into a smoothie is an excellent alternative that delivers the same benefits without the effort. Another easy way is through pomegranate juice, which is both refreshing and highly concentrated in beneficial compounds. For seniors, half a glass or about 4 to 6 ounces daily is plenty. More is not necessarily better, especially because juice contains natural sugars. The best time to drink it is in the morning with breakfast, giving your circulation a strong start for the day. If you prefer, a small glass in the evening also works well. What matters most is that the juice is pure. Always look for 100% pomegranate juice without added sugar or other fruit blends, because many store-bought brands are diluted. For those who cannot access fresh fruit regularly, supplements are another practical option. Capsules and powders made from concentrated extract provide the same powerful antioxidants. Most supplements come in doses of 500 to 1000 milligrams daily, which is usually safe for older adults, but it's always wise to follow the instructions on the label and speak with a doctor before starting. This option works particularly well for seniors who travel often, or for those who don't enjoy the taste of the fruit or juice. One of the most enjoyable ways to take pomegranate is by blending it into smoothies. Mixing the seeds or juice with spinach, beetroot, or blueberries creates a powerful drink that not only tastes good but also strengthens circulation even more. A simple recipe might include half a cup of pomegranate seeds, half a banana, a handful of spinach, and some almond milk blended together into a smooth and nourishing drink. The key to all of this is consistency. A single glass of juice here and there won't change your circulation, just like brushing your teeth once doesn't protect them forever. But taken daily, over weeks and months, the benefits begin to add up. Studies that showed reduced plaque buildup and improved blood flow all involved regular use of pomegranate over long periods. It works best when it becomes part of your daily lifestyle. At the same time, it's important to be aware of safety. While pomegranate is generally very safe, it can interact with certain medications. Because it lowers blood pressure naturally, combining it with blood pressure pills may push levels too low. People taking blood thinners like warfarin should also be cautious, since pomegranate may affect how these drugs work. For seniors with diabetes, seeds are a better choice than juice, since juice can still raise blood sugar if taken in large amounts. Allergies are rare but possible, so anyone who experiences itching, swelling, or unusual reactions should stop right away. Pomegranate also works best when combined with other simple habits. A short daily walk boosts circulation and strengthens the benefits. Eating fewer processed foods means less damage to arteries. Drinking enough water keeps blood flowing smoothly. Adding other artery-friendly foods such as nuts, leafy greens, olive oil, and fish multiplies the protective effect. Think of it as a team effort. Pomegranate is the star player, but it performs best with the right support. In the end, pomegranate is more than just a fruit. It's a natural medicine cabinet packed into a delicious package. It doesn't just hide the symptoms of poor circulation, it goes deeper, targeting the actual cause of clogged arteries and poor blood flow. For seniors, making this a small daily habit can mean fewer leg cramps, warmer feet, improved walking strength, and a healthier heart. It's one of the simplest and most effective choices you can make, and it may just give you the freedom to enjoy life with energy and confidence. While pomegranate is powerful on its own, the truth is that no single fruit or food can do everything. Arteries and circulation benefit the most when a variety of natural foods work together, each supporting the body in a slightly different way. When seniors combine pomegranate with other artery-friendly foods, the effect is far greater than when any one of them is used alone. Think of it as building a protective shield around your heart and blood vessels. One of the best companions for pomegranate is the humble beetroot. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes and widens the arteries, allowing blood to flow freely. Seniors who drink beetroot juice or eat roasted beets often notice warmer hands and feet, less stiffness in their legs, and improved energy for walking. When combined with the antioxidant power of pomegranate, beets give circulation a double boost. One protects the arteries from damage, the other keeps them open and flexible. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are another group of foods that fit perfectly into this plan. They are packed with vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that lower blood pressure and fight inflammation. These greens are also high in magnesium and potassium, two minerals that play an essential role in relaxing blood vessel walls. For seniors, adding a handful of spinach to a smoothie or enjoying a salad with kale can go a long way in keeping arteries supple. When mixed with pomegranate seeds in a salad, the result is not only tasty but also a circulation-friendly powerhouse. Nuts, particularly walnuts and almonds, also play a valuable role. They contain healthy fats known as omega-3s, as well as vitamin E, which helps reduce artery inflammation. A small handful of nuts daily has been shown to improve cholesterol levels, lowering the bad LDL cholesterol that clogs arteries while raising the good HDL cholesterol that helps clear them. For seniors, this is an easy snack to carry, and when paired with pomegranate seeds, it becomes both delicious and protective. Olive oil is another food with proven artery benefits. It's rich in monounsaturated fats and polyphenol that reduce the risk of artery damage. Seniors who use olive oil regularly instead of butter or processed oils often see better cholesterol levels and improved circulation. Drizzling olive oil over a salad with pomegranate and leafy greens creates a heart-friendly meal that supports long-term artery health. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, deserves a special mention. These fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that lower triglycerides, reduce inflammation, and prevent blood from becoming too sticky. For seniors, eating fish 2 to 3 times a week provides strong protection against clogged arteries and poor circulation. Combined with pomegranate, which reduces oxidative stress, fish creates a protective balance. One prevents new plaque from forming, while the other helps clear the plaque that is already there. Even small additions like garlic and turmeric can make a surprising difference. Garlic has been shown in studies to lower cholesterol, thin the blood slightly, and help relax blood vessels. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory effects. For seniors, adding garlic to cooked vegetables or sprinkling turmeric into soups and stews is a simple habit that strengthens circulation naturally. Whole grains also deserve attention. Oats, brown rice, quinoa, and barley provide soluble fiber that helps reduce cholesterol buildup inside arteries. Fiber acts like a broom, sweeping excess cholesterol out of the body before it can harden into plaque. For older adults, choosing oats for breakfast or switching from white bread to whole grain bread is a small but meaningful step that combines beautifully with pomegranate. When all these foods are brought together, the effect is almost like creating a natural medicine chest from the kitchen. Each food works in a unique way. Pomegranate reduces oxidative stress, beets widen the arteries, leafy greens provide minerals that relax blood vessels, nuts and fish supply healthy fats, olive oil lowers inflammation, garlic and turmeric fight plaque, and whole grains sweep cholesterol away. Alone, each food is helpful, but together they create a system of protection that supports seniors in maintaining strong circulation and healthier legs. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't require drastic changes or complicated diets. It's simply about making daily choices that add up. Instead of chips, grab a handful of walnuts. Instead of sugary drinks, enjoy a small glass of pomegranate juice. Instead of white bread, try whole grain toast topped with a drizzle of olive oil. These are not sacrifices but small improvements that make the blood vessels stronger day by day. For seniors, this combination of foods can mean real changes in daily life. It can mean fewer nighttime cramps, legs that don't feel as heavy, feet that stay warmer, and energy that lasts longer during walks. It can even mean a reduced risk of dangerous complications like heart attacks and strokes. By viewing food as medicine, especially when combined with the star power of pomegranate, seniors have the ability to reclaim their circulation, their comfort, and their independence.